Our objective for today is to go over some of my expectations for remote work and to establish some norms for communication between students and staff in our virtual classroom. I just want to remind you of my contact information. Here's my email, rchapman@douglasps.net. I am available for extra help during intervention blocks, during A and E blocks, those are my free periods, and on Wednesdays during that full remote day. I'm also available after school. We just have to be out of the building by 4 p.m. And if you send me an email after school hours, I will answer it within 24 hours at the latest. I will try to email you back as soon as possible, but 24 hours at the latest. All of your work will be collected using Google Classroom. I ask that people don't share with me their documents unless I specifically ask you to share them with me, because if people share documents with me, then it gets lost in my Google Drive, in my shared folder, or in my Gmail inbox. When you submit your work into Google Classroom automatically organizes it into a folder for your class, and it makes it really easy for me to find. That way, if I see that there is something that is missing from you and you know you turned it in, then I don't have to search through my inbox or my shared folder to look for it. If it's in Google Classroom, I know it's there. This short video gives a little tutorial on how to submit assignments if you are unsure how. If you prefer to handwrite your assignments, I'm not going to prevent you from actually handwriting your assignments. You are more than welcome to print out handouts, write out your answers, or write out your answers on a separate sheet of paper and take a picture and post the picture into Google Classroom. When you submit your work, please make sure all your assignments have your initials or your name and a title. If you submit something with an untitled document and I go back to look for it later, then it will be really difficult for me to find it. Here's my attendance policy. Attendance is going to be taken every time you are in my class in person and your 3 remote days. So if you are in my Monday A block, I will take your attendance when you are in front of me on Monday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. In order to track those assignments, your attendance, there will be assignments on Google Classroom. Some of them are going to be short, just check-ins, like how much work did you get done? Some will be discussion board questions, and some of the assignments will be a little bit more involved. But I have to post something, and you have to turn in something in order for me to keep track of your attendance. In order to be marked present, you have to complete the assignment that is highlighted in yellow in your weekly welcome agenda by the 11:59 p.m. deadline. If you are absent on remote day, if you're too sick to work, please let me know so that way I know that the assignment isn't late, that you are sick. Either you let me know or have a parent or guardian email me. Any remote work missed due to absence, the expectation is that it's completed the next day. In the case of extended absences, we will come up with a plan to get you caught up with the work. Extenuating circumstances can be granted extensions at my discretion. So if the power goes out, or you are having a trouble opening an assignment, or if you don't understand the assignment and need extra help before you turn it in, reach out to me. Send me an email, send me a private comment on Google Classroom. That way I know that you are in my Google Classroom, you are trying to look at the assignment and make sense of the assignment, and that you are present on your remote day. Here's my late policy. You are responsible for keeping track of your due dates. The due dates are going to be included every day in the weekly agenda. I will give you reminders when I see you in class. Google Classroom has due dates all over the place, so you should be able to see when things are due. And there's also the Google Calendar. If you're unsure where to find due dates in Google Classroom, this quick tutorial sort of shows you where to locate things and see when they are due. Late work is 25% off each day that it is late. This includes both in-person and remote days. So, let's say you are remote on Monday and you do not complete the assignment. That means you have until Friday, 11:59 p.m. to turn in that assignment, or it will no longer be accepted. That 25% does not include weekends. If there are extenuating circumstances, you have to reach out to me. So if your assignment is going to be late for any reason, you need to let me know. Okay? If there's a power outage or there's something going wrong with Google Classroom or the videos that I post, please reach out to me, because please remember that turning in work is how I keep track of your attendance. And if you don't do the work, you're going to be absent. So if you don't reach out to me, then not only will you be marked absent, you will also lose points for an assignment being late. So please, if there's anything that is keeping you from doing the work, send me an email by 11:59 p.m. Okay? Sending me an email lets me know at the very least that you are present. And then if there is a legitimate excuse for why an assignment is late, then we can talk about a possible extension. If you do not understand an assignment, you have to reach out to me by 11:59 p.m. If you come in the next day and I ask you, where is your assignment? And you tell me that you didn't do it because you didn't get it, not only are you going to be marked absent from the previous day, you will also lose points for it being late. Again, you have to reach out to me. Either send me an email or a private comment under the assignment on Google Classroom, letting me know what your questions are. And that tells me that you were in Google Classroom, that you tried to do the assignment, that you read through the assignment, you were present. Okay? And we can talk about possible extensions for the work that needs to be completed. You are also more than welcome to put your questions into the comments under the assignment that are visible to the whole class, so that way if your classmates can help you answer your questions. We will be doing a number of online discussions in either Google Classroom, in a discussion board post, or through Zoom meetings. We will talk more about my expectations for discussions once we get to writing discussion questions and answering them and replying to them. This video here tells you how to respond to a Google Classroom discussion board questions. And the expectation is just the same as if you were in school. You need to be courteous and respectful to your classmates. I invite you to take the time to pause this video now and enter in your response to your first discussion board question. The discussion board post is included with this video in today's assignment, and it's all about how would you like to be treated in a remote setting and establishing some norms for communication. I just want to take a minute for email etiquette. When you send me an email, please include your name, your class, and the assignment that the email is about. Please also be specific about what you need. So don't just tell me, I don't get it. Instead, tell me, I don't understand question number 5. Or could you tell me again how to, or type out an explanation and send me an email asking, am I getting it? Is this correct? Am I explaining this correctly? And as always, if you are comfortable, you are welcome to post questions in the comment section of an assignment so that other students can help you out. Zoom etiquette. When we have Zoom meetings, do please keep your camera on. And I want to add, be in a well-lit space so I can see that you are there and you are awake. Be appropriately dressed. No pajamas, no bathing suits. Don't want to see people in their underwear. Have an appropriate background. We don't need any inappropriate posters behind you. Meet in a place where you can be free of distraction. I know that can be hard sometimes. Just do the best you can. And participate or ask questions, answer questions in the chat. Mute your microphone when others are speaking and raise your virtual hand to speak. Or you can raise your actual hand. Be on time for one-on-one Zoom meetings with me. If you request to meet with me through a Zoom session, please be on time for that Zoom meeting. Don't do anything that you would not do during school. So nothing inappropriate. Nothing that if you were to do in school, you would be sent to Mr. Vega's office. I ask that you please do not lie down in your bed during meetings. It's really easy to fall asleep that way. You don't have to sit at a table or a desk, but I do ask that you are sitting up. Don't use your phone unless that is the device you are using to do the Zoom call. Consequences. First, you'll get a warning. After that, you'll get an assignment from me, which is basically a behavioral reflection and an improvement plan for your behavior. And parents will be contacted. And referral to administration. If the behavior continues, I'll kick you out of the classroom. For severe incidents, like any hate speech, fighting, I mean, you're not going to be able to get into a physical fight through Zoom, but we can have an appropriate disagreement without arguing and swearing at each other. Threats, those will result in immediate removal from the Zoom room, and you'll get, parents will be contacted, and you will get a referral to Mr. Vega. Those are my expectations for remote learning. When I see you in class in person, we will talk about my expectations for when you are in class. If you have any questions about the policies, please send me an email or bring them with you for our first in-person meeting, so that way we can answer those questions in person if you wish.